If you're in the market for a dependable flashlight that gets the job done, this video is for you. I've gathered 4 best-selling flashlights to test their durability, brightness, and if they're simple to use. Let's go. What's up, everybody? I'm Ben from Shopper Advocate. This channel is all things tech, and we review products so you don't have to. We drop videos weekly, so if you're into content like this, please consider subscribing. First up, we have the Wurkkos TS10V2. This light comes in at $45.99 on Amazon at the time of filming this video. It's very tiny, just about the size of my thumb, so it's very discreet and simple to store in your pocket. I'm curious to see how this little light handles the durability test. All of these flashlights claim to be impact resistant and waterproof, so we'll put these claims to the test. I'll be slowly running over all the flashlights with my car and see if they still stay intact. Also, dunking them in a bowl of water and seeing if they still function properly. I got to run over this flashlight going about 15 miles per hour. And I honestly had a little faith in it, but it stood strong. It stayed perfectly intact and didn't cause any damage. Then for the water test, I got to leave it in the bowl for about 30 seconds, then took it out and the light still worked perfectly fine. Now let's see how bright this little flashlight can get. I'm using a lux meter app to measure how much light each flashlight throws onto the wall from the same distance. I'm standing 3 feet away. When first turned on, the lux meter reads 297, then shortly goes down to 190. I also tested these lights in a pitch black room to see if I'd be able to see. The Wurkkos creates a small but strong beam, not wide but bright enough to clearly see anything in front of me. Next up, we have the Olight Arkfeld flashlight. This light cost $89.99 on Amazon at the time of filming this video. Another small light fits into the palm of my hand. It has a pretty simple interface. If you turn the dial to the left and press the center button, you activate the green laser pointer, which can be useful for many scenarios. Then if you turn the dial to the right, that's where you find the flashlight. It's a small, sleek design, one that you can fit in your pocket. There's also a blue clip on the back that you can either clip on your pants or your hat with ease. This light was able to pass the durability test, ran over it and had no damage and still worked fine. Also, dunked it in a bowl of water for about 30 seconds and still functioned properly. As far as the brightness on this light, it's not bright at all. When I did the Lux Meter app, the numbers didn't even move, so I brought it up right against the wall, then it moved to 24. In a dark room, I got the same type of results. In pitch black, I couldn't even see the light casted against the wall at all, so brightness is not its strong suit. Next up, we have a flashlight with a totally different design. This is the CyberTools Tactical Pocket Flashlight. This one rings up to $69 at the time of filming this video. It has a circular light in the front, which powers on with the button on the side. This light also has a laser pointer, which you can activate with the other power button on the side. On top of the light, you will see that it has a port for a USB-C cable for charging. It also has a little sensor in the front that will turn the light off whenever it is blocked. So if you forget to turn it off and put it in your pocket, it will automatically turn off for you, so it won't burn a hole in your pocket. And it will, because it's that hot. The light also has a clip on the back of it that you can either clip onto your pants or a hat, but it's also magnetic, so if you need to stick it to something, you can, and it becomes hands-free. This light got ran over and barely even moved. No damage was done and still worked perfectly fine. Also got to dunk it in a bowl of water for 30 seconds. And when I took it out and tested, it still functions properly. As far as brightness goes, the Lux meter read at a level of 297, which, unlike the Wurkkos, stayed consistently at that level. Then in a pitch black room, it gives a very wide beam of light, but still can see everything clearly. Next is the CyberTools traditional flashlight, which is named perfectly because it's the most traditional looking one. This flashlight is also priced at $69. It has a simple on and off button in the front that lights up green. It has 3 different intensity dials: low, medium, and high. It also has an adjustable head to change focus. If you twist the head of the flashlight, it will make the light smaller for a narrow spotlight. And if you twist it the other way, it will be a wider beam of light. On the side, the light has a regular USB and USB-C port where you can charge your phone if you'd like. Because this one seems stronger than the rest, I ran it over twice, forwards and backwards. Although it did move, there was no damage done. it still turned on like normal. And of course, put it through the water test as well, and it still functioned properly with no problem. As far as brightness, 297 is the popular number, but then this light jumped up to 380. Because this has a focus dial, I wanted to also test what a narrow beam would be like, and those levels were bouncing around 297 to low 300s. In a pitch black room, the wide beam is not as sharp, but the narrow beam does give great focus to objects to see them clearly. So which flashlight is actually the best? If you're looking for brightness, you really can't go wrong with any of them, except the Olight, of course. And when it comes to durability, they all held up surprisingly well. So that part really comes down to preference. My personal favorite from this group is the Cybertools Pocket Light. I just love the sleek design, the automatic sensor that turns the light off, and the magnetic clip on the back that makes it instantly hands-free. But what about you? Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you got value from this content, make sure to hit that like button. And also, if you want to see me test more gear, drop your suggestions in the comment section and I'd love to check it out. All right, we'll see you next week.